Oh, here we go. Whenever I change platforms, I seem to lose track of where to find things. Okay, so, well, as I said to you, I had this Rasa yoga class to teach in front of my teachers, and I was quite nervous about it. And I just decided to let it go, to just let it go and, let it be. So today's theme is called Let It Go So You Can Flow. And the mudra that I came across is called Mushti mudra. And this is Mushti means fist. So basically this is how you do it. You take your hands, fold your four fingers in, and you wrap your thumbs across. So you're making a fist. You can also tuck it in this way, but for today, we're going to do it this way. So this is the Mushti mudra. And this mudra, I'm just going to read a little bit about it for you from my book here. And the reason why I actually chose this mudra as well is simply because this mudra helps to, well, it says create a soft fist, but it helps you to transform anger, aggression, and resentment. It stimulates energy to both the liver and the stomach. It decreases lethargy and helps release pent-up emotions, irritation, and frustration. And I just thought of the release that I just, I don't like the word surrender, because surrender sounds like you're giving up. And I didn't give up. I just decided to not push and just let whatever's going to happen yesterday. But I know that there's a lot of frustration that can also come up, and maybe even some resentment, and maybe even some anger. And I'm sure there's something in your life right now that you might be feeling a little bit annoyed, pissed off, frustrated, angry, whatever with. So today we're going to let it go so we can flow. And we're going to use this mudra to help us through the practice. So you can hold it. I don't want you to be like from the get-go, because there are going to be lots of opportunities to get it all out. But for now, you can make the fist and just rest it on your palms, okay? This mudra helps to concentrate the mind and create a powerful feeling of centeredness. It shifts the state of mind from agitation to purpose. So whatever that anger, frustration, resentment, whatever it is that you're feeling or holding, we're going to redirect it we're going to transform it into something useful so we can help ourselves further along the road, okay? So hold the mudra. You can sit cross-legged or stand if you have a dog that's like all in your Kool-Aid. If anybody ever watches this and be like, what is she talking about? Good. And you can close your eyes to a degree of comfort and just sit up nice and tall. One of the ways I like to think of the mantra Om, not only the primordial sound of the creation of the universe, that cosmic roar, but I also like to think of it as a great way of really releasing any stagnant energy in the body. So let's take 3 continuous rounds of Om. We will inhale and exhale through the mouth first, and then 3 rounds of Om. Take a big breath in. Exhale it out. Inhale. Feel free to move into your Ujjayi breath. I mean, if there's nothing that is really frustrating you or making you feel angry, or you might be holding on to some resentment too, I don't want you to necessarily cultivate that or create something for the sake of the practice. But maybe there is something in your body that you could use this practice to help shake loose or to let go. So it could be symbolic, it doesn't have to be literal. You can go ahead and open your eyes, release the mudra, and let's just take it into our essential spinal movements. Starting with our extension and flexion, exhaling as you round the spine, inhale as you extend, moving with your breath. One more here. And then take it into circumduction, hands on knees or thighs, big circles. And you can let the head be involved in the circling if you can figure it out. I find it feels a little bit awkward for me when I try to get the head involved, the head and the neck. Go ahead and change directions. Good, last one here, and I'll take it into your lateral flexion. Up and over, keeping your sitting bones grounded. I forgot to mention to place any blocks nearby on either side of your mat in case, well, yeah, it's helpful to have them in place. Last one here. On your in-breath, sweep both arms up. And now exhale, go ahead and twist. Inhale back through to center and exhale to the other side. One more each way. Inhale back up to center. Exhale, lower your arms to shoulder height and take it into a lateral glide. So the pelvis isn't moving, it's literally just the ribcage moving a little bit from side to side. Couple more. And then come back to center. Big breath in, sweep both arms up. And exhale, bring it into the heart. Now, if you happen to be sitting up on a block like I am, I'm going to ask you to remove it. We're moving into some hip mobility drills, but I want you to keep your hands down for all of it. So turn lengthways on your mat so that your knees have some protection. So sit on your mat like I am. Okay, good. So keeping your hands down for all of it is going to prevent you from walking all the way off your mat. Okay, so for now, hands down, and you're just going to let the knees come from side to side, and this is going to escalate. Make sure that your knees are actually landing on your mat. So if you need to scoot back further, do that. And you'll see why in a second. Well, maybe longer than a second, but you'll see why. So start to bring one hand around, taking it into a little bit of a twist. But at least one hand will always be down. The next time you make it over to your right, press down into the right hand, push down into the outer shin, lift up, push the hips forward, come back down. So when you lift up, a hand will come off, but you're just using the hand to keep you on the mat, push you up, and then come back down. Okay. Opening up the hips. And like I said, if you did it without your hands, you will walk all the way off your mat. So that's why we're just keeping a hand down to keep it centered or steady. Good. Last one. Next time you come back to the right, that'll be the last one. Push the hips forward. Ooh, feel that opening and come back to center. Good. Go ahead and make your way onto your hands and knees and come into the Mushti Mudra. For your cat and cow, Bittalasana, Marjarasana. So you're folding the 4 fingers in, wrapping the thumbs over, and you're stacking your fists in line with your shoulders, just as you would if your fingers were extended. Inhale, lift your sitting bones and the heart forward and up. Exhale, go ahead and round your spine. Continue to move with your Ujjayi breath. One more. Come back to center, nice long spine. Take the weight more into your left fist and right knee. Extend your right arm and left leg out. Spin the inner thigh up. Take a big breath in. Exhale, pump it in and out. We're going to go pretty fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it out. Pump it up. 2, 3, 4, 5. And release. Second side. Shift the weight. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it out. Pump it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it up and bring it in. Keep your toes tucked. Sit back. Release the mudra. Get really nice and light and soft. Let yourself flow from side to side here. In your active-ish balasana, come up onto the tops of the fingers. Allow your body to sway all the way over to your right. Hold it here. Take a full breath into the left side of the body. And exhale it all the way out. And then make your way all the way over to the opposite side. Oftentimes we feel we need to keep all of our anger and frustration in, but it only just creates dis-ease in the body. All the stiffness and the pain. That's what it is. We need to let it go. We need to give it up. Release it, let it go, come back to center. Go ahead and plant your palms and energetically pull yourself forward into a kneeling form of a plank and exhale, lower into an Ardha Chaturanga form. And shift back. And this can go pretty fast here. You can exhale through the mouth, really let it go. Next time you shift forward, extend the right leg out behind you. Bring the knee down, change sides. Once again. Last one. Come forward, lower all the way down. Stretch your legs away. Take your hands off to the side, come up onto your fingertips. Take an inhale, pick the shoulders up, puff the air into the mid upper back, lift up into Bhujangasana, and exhale, slowly lower down. 2 more times, inhale, curl it forward and up, exhale it down. Last one. Flatten your hands by the ribs, tuck your toes, tone everything again. Press yourself up and back into tiger dog. So the knees have a bit of a generous bend to them. Hug your outer shins in and hold that hug, that strong embrace, and spin the inner thighs back and apart. And really claw your fingers into your mat and just take a little pounce. Just bounce up and down here. Continue to let your breath flow freely. Last pounce or bounce, and then come back into come into your full expression of Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Sweep your right leg up. Step it through to the top of your mat. Rest your left knee down. Really make sure you have a solid foundation here as we flow from Anjaneyasana with a Mushti Mudra into Ardha Hanuman. No hands down, so you have to really, really be connected. Inhale, exhale. Two more. Last one. Inhale it up, exhale, hold it here. Press the heel down, pull the heel to the back of the mat, move the mudra up. Really feel that frustration, feel it building in the body, and I'll let it go. Inhale, sweep both arms up. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back. 3 Shakti waves, nice and slow, undulating movements of the spine. Last one, left leg lifts up. Step it through. You know the drill, 5 rounds once you're steady and stable. Inhale, Mushti Mudra, reach up into Anjaneyasana. Exhale. Let it go, hold it here. Oh, sorry, hold it. Ooh, feel the energy rising. Inhale, sweep it up, release the mudra. Exhale it down. Step it back, 3 Shakti waves. Last one. Hold it here in downward facing dog, Adho Mukha for a moment. Full breath into the back of the heart, full exhale out. Lift your gaze to your thumbs and hop or step to the top of your mat. When you arrive, step your feet as wide as your sticky mat, making sure the outer edges line up beautifully with the edges of your mat. Bend your knees a little bit to take the lock out and weight your heels. Hinge your hips back and counter reach by stretching your arms way forward. You don't want too deep a bend to the knees so that you take the hip flexors into it. You want to really focus on the hamstrings here. Take a full breath into the back and sides in front of the ribs. Expand it as wide as you can. And exhale, draw your navel in. 2 more just like that. In your time, your pace. Take your hands to your shins, and with a long spine, inhale, rise all the way up. Sweep your arms around and up. Bring the palms to meet, and exhale, bring your hands into the heart. Step your feet to hips distance. Just gonna sneak on over here and turn on my fan. Oh, actually, maybe I'll stay here. With your hands at your heart in Namaskar. 2 rounds of Surya A. I might increase it to 3, but we'll see. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale it all the way down, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step or hop back to Chaturanga Dandasana, your choice. Inhale into Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, up dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward dog. Hold it here. Full breath in, full breath out. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale all of the air out. Hold it out. Lift your gaze to your thumbs. Step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold deeply. Ground down. Inhale, rise all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart. Off you go again. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump back, Chaturanga. Inhale, take it into up dog. Oh, Debbie. Exhale, downward facing dog. Oh dear. 3 rounds of breath. Full breath in, really expand the ribs. Exhale, tone the low belly, root lock. Push all the air out. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Take a full breath in. Exhale all of the air out. And now step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold into the full Uttanasana. Press down from the pelvis into the earth. Inhale, rise all the way up. And exhale, bring it into the heart. Let's go into Fearless Heart Namaskar. Inhale, circle your arms around and up. Exhale, hinge the hips back. Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left foot to the back of the mat, rest your knee. Draw into the midline and inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hands down, step it back. Downward dog. Inhale into Palakasana, rest the knees. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Perhaps you take the Urdhva form of up dog, your choice. Exhale, downward dog. Left leg lifts. Step it through to the top of your mat. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Hands down, step forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, Uttanasana. Press down strongly through your legs. Inhale, rise all the way up. And exhale, bring the hands into the heart. Second side. Inhale, circle the arms up. And exhale it all down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, right foot, steps back, rest the knee. Scissor the legs. Inhale, breathe into the back of the ribs, lift everything up. Plant your hands and take it back. Inhale into your plank. Rest your knees. Lower into Chaturanga. Come all the way down. Bhujangasana. Shoulders from ears. Press it up and back. Down dog. Right leg lifts. Step it through. Come on up into Anjaneyasana. Fingertips reach for the floor. Press down into the right leg. Step it forward. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, full forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Palms meet and exhale. Bring it into the heart. If you want to take a quick break here, because we're going to move quite a bit coming up. So this is a good opportunity to wipe your brow, take a sip of water, spray a mosquito or two. The thing with mosquitoes is that they like heat, they like movement. You know, it's like a catch-22. What do you do, right? Okay. So we all meet back up at the front of the mat. I'm just facing you to show you, well, you know, Indhu Dalasana now, so you don't need to see that. So with your feet at hips distance, inhale, arms reach up, catch a hold of your left wrist, and exhale, pull yourself up, pull the upper body away from the lower body and over to the side. Make sure the weight stays firmly planted in the left foot as well as the right. Inhale, reach back up to center, switch your grip and exhale up and over to your left. Let's do one more on each side. Inhale back to center, switch the grip. And this time as you come over to the right, just pull the left shoulder blade, if you will, side of the body, slightly forward to shift the stretch more to the back. You might feel it around the shoulder blade all the way down to the back of the top of the hip, getting into that QL type like area. Come back up through center, go ahead and switch your grip and let's do that again. Slight rotation at the top, but the pelvis is still moving forward, so you're not moving from the pelvis. You're moving from the back lung, if you will. And back up to center. Good. Full breath in, sweep it all the way up and exhale it all the way down. Inhale, curl the heart forward and up. Exhale, step it back, downward facing dog. Sweep your right leg up, bend your knee, open up your hip. Please keep your left armpit lifting up towards the ceiling, just as your right. Flex the ankle, spread your toes, and really pull the right heel over to the left butt cheek. Come up super high into the ball of your left foot and lift the inner thigh of the right side even more. And now step your right foot to the top of the mat, which I think I should turn around for this. Again, finding stability in the foundation of your legs and your feet. Hug the right hip back and into the midline and come all the way up, high lunge. Please come into Mushti Mudra and then pull it in to the sides of the waist, palms or the fist face up. So whatever it is that's really grinding your gears, just put it in the third eye. Their minds are right there out in front of you. Take a full breath in, reach the arms up and exhale. Kick whatever that is and step it back. Okay, let's go a few more times. So big breath in, exhale, ha, step it back, ha, step it back. Keep going, get it all out, get that frustration out, that resentment, get that leg high, like whatever it is, imagine it has eyes and get it right between the eyes. Ha, ha, ha. Come back, bring the knee up, fist by the sides, stretch that leg out. Spread the toes, really push, crush whatever it is, and now step it all the way back into your high lunge. You can release the mudra. Go ahead and drop your back heel, open up into Virabhadrasana 2. Turn your right palm up, reverse your warrior. Take the forearm to the thigh, side angle, Parsva Konasana. From here, leading with your left hand, sweep it to the back, shift your weight into the left leg, bend the left knee, straighten out the right, crouching tiger. So right hand comes down to the earth, left arm reaches up. We're gonna flow with this to the other side. Come back to center. Twist now to warrior 2, facing the back of your mat. Turn the left palm up, curl it back, reverse your warrior. Pass through the warrior, come into side angle, Parsva Konasana. Sweep the right hand back, bend the right knee, straighten out the left hand to the floor, right arm reaches up. Good, come back up to center, swirl it back to the front, warrior 2 again. So we're flowing now freely because we've released some of that anger, some of that frustration, that aggression. So now energy can flow through the body. One more time to the back, come into that crouching tiger, right hand down, left arm sweeps up, come back up, curl it to the back of the mat, warrior 2, reverse, side angle it out, crouching tiger. Gotta make our way back to the front of the mat. So come back to your warrior 2. Cartwheel your hands all the way down this time, and now step it back, downward facing dog. Take your vinyasa or Shakti waves, your choice. Full disclosure, I forgot a little something that I wanted us to do, so we're gonna sneak it in now. So make your way to the top of your mat. It's really, really good, you gotta do it. Inhale, come all the way up. You might not think that way when we do it. Come into the Mushti Mudra. Keep your arms reaching up. Sit back into Utkatasana chair. Okay, ribs in, legs strong, abs strong. Take a big breath in on the exhalation. Come up onto the balls of your feet. Pull the mudra in, fist face up. Heels up nice and high. Drop the heels, shoot the arms up, and it'll go again. So inhale, exhale. You can yell. You're at home, I can't hear you. You can whatever it is, yell at it, just get it out of your system. We are really letting go so we can flow with abundance, flow with vitality, flow with everything that we want to bring into our life. Last one here, rock the heels up, hold it here. Really get the heels as high as you can. Balance in chair pose with Mushti Mudra. Hold it here. Draw the shoulder blades towards each other. Pull the navel, low ribs in, and release. Inhale it up. Exhale it down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale it back. Downward facing dog. Left leg lifts. Bend your knee. Open up your hip. Come up high into the balls of your right foot. Pick the left inner thigh up even more if it's possible. And then re-square and step the foot to the top of the mat. Find your foundation. Come on up, high lunge. Make your fist. Let's go. About 8 front kicks. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold it out. Hold it out. Mudras down by the sides of the body. Whoops. Good. Really crush it. This makes me think of when Durga stepped on Mahisha's neck. And then release. Come into warrior 2. Virabhadrasana 2. Turn your left palm up. Reverse it. Partial Konasana side angle. Shift it back into your crouching tiger. Come back up. Swirl it around to the back of the mat, warrior 2. Reverse it. Side angle it. Crouching tiger. Good. Keep going, because you have to make our way back to the front of the mat again. Side angle. Crouching tiger. Warrior 2. Viparita Virabhadrasana. Side angle Partial Konasana. Crouching tiger. So come back to warrior 2 at the front of your mat. Left foot's in front. Take a full breath in and exhale, cartwheel it down. Step it back, Shakti waves, or your vinyasa, yogi's choice. If you're doing the Shakti waves, do at least 3, at least 3. That might be about the length of a vinyasa, or maybe 2. Come back to center. Okay, stepping it up a notch. Right leg lifts. Listen carefully. I mean, you can do it with me, but pay close attention. Right leg lifts up. We're doing a tiger curl with a little bit of a extra sauce. So bend your right knee, bring the knee into the forehead. Shift the body forward. Take your knee down to the right wrist, over to the left wrist, back up to the center line, down to the left wrist, over to the right, and back up to the center line. And stretch the right leg up again. And repeat that 2 more times. Knee into center. Take it down to the wrist, opposite wrist, center. Wrist, wrist, center, and back up. 1 more. Good. Once you're back in the center here, really, really round your spine as much as you can. Try to get your forehead and your knee to connect. Now lift the gaze to the thumbs and step your right foot through. Whew. Lottie, lottie. Seemed like a good idea at the time when I did it. Come on up. Nice high lunge here. And now exhale, take it right into Tarasana. Bit of a bend to the knee, feet are parallel, arms are stretching out. Please curl your 4 fingers in, wrap your fire thumbs around. Turn your heels in, toes out, lower into goddess. Utthita Konasana. Full breath in. Exhale, turn the fists up and draw the arms by the side of the body. So inhale, push them out, spin them down. Exhale, face up. So out and in. Go off you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Keep going. 12, 13, 14. Hold it out, pulse it here. Feel the energy, feel the aggression, feel the frustration subsiding. And I'll take a full breath in, sweep it up. Exhale, right foot comes down, warrior two. So this is where you may need your block or you might not. Reverse it. Now reach to the upper right-hand corner of your mat, balancing half moon. So we're flowing now. This is the flow. Come back. Spin to warrior two to the back of the mat. Reverse it. Balancing half moon. And repeat. Warrior two. Viparita Virabhadrasana. Ardha Chandrasana. Keep going into your back to the front. So it's about 5 reps. Or 5 repetitions, flowing with ease, feeling a lot lighter. Now we're not weighing ourselves down. Ardha Chandrasana, and hold it here. Slight bend to your right knee. Draw the right hip back. Spin the inner left thigh up. And now curl or roll the left shoulder onto your right. Really stretch, spread the fingers and the toes super, super wide. Maybe you can look straight ahead, or maybe you can look up at your left thumb. One more full breath in. Exhale, release, back to warrior two, and I'll cartwheel it down. Take your vinyasa or Shakti waves. Whew. Second side. Left leg lifts, 3 tiger curls with our triangles. Roll yourself forward. Take the knee, wrist, wrist, center, wrist, wrist, center. 3-legged dog. 2 more times. Now curl it in nice and tight, really round the spine, forehead to knee, knee to forehead, and step it through. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, move into Tarasana. Starlight pose. Heels in, toes out, Mushti Mudra at the hips, goddess pose. Now we're doing alternate arms. So we'll punch, pull it in. Punch, pull it in. 14 reps. Off you go. Ha, ha. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in, hold it in, hold the pose, feel whatever you're feeling, honor it, acknowledge it. Allow yourself. Oftentimes we push these emotions aside, but we need to let them flow so we can experience them and transfer them for the greater good. Release into warrior two. Left foot to the front, right foot on the parallel to the back. Reverse it, Viparita Virabhadrasana, and now reach into your balancing half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Slowly release. Take it to the back of the mat. Warrior two, reverse, half moon. Whoops. Warrior two, reverse, half moon. Last time here, back to the front of the mat. Warrior two, reverse, and move into your half moon and hold it here. Spread the toes wide, fingers wide, really extend through the crown of your head, the ball and heel of your foot, and the fingertips. And release into Virabhadrasana 2. Big breath in. Exhale it all the way down. Step it back. Downward facing dog. You know the drill. We all meet up in downward facing dog, whether you're waving or taking your vinyasa. Or perhaps you choose to rest. Lift your gaze to your thumbs and hopper step to the top of your mat. Take a full breath in. Bend the knees, sweep the arms forward, and come all the way down. Let the booty rest. This is probably going to be my favorite part of the sequence. I hope you feel the same way. So I'm into the mudra. We're going into Navasana. Now, you can keep your heels down if you wish, and I'm going to because I'm still trying to honor my abdominals here. But you can, of course, take your feet up and take this form. Squeeze your legs together. Mushti mudra, and you can choose to try the other one now with the thumb end and the forefingers around since we're not putting any pressure. You're inhaling up, exhale. Three, two, one. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, hold it. Release. Feet down if they were up. Take your hands to the back. Plant your feet firmly on the ground. Make sure you have lots of room around you. Press into your right hand. Press into your feet with the left hand. Sweep it up. And bring it back down. Change sides. So here we flow. We let go of the resentment that is holding us back and creating this ease and discomfort in the body so we can flow freely and connect with our true selves. Keep going from side to side. Next time you make your way over to the right, come all the way up and hold it here. Listen carefully. Turn towards the right. Take your left hand down. You will be partially off your mat. That's okay. Don't change anything. Pick your left leg up for three-legged dog. Draw the right hip back and really spin the inner left thigh up. And now step your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Rest your right knee. Your right knee should be on the mat. Your left knee will be off. That's okay. Either stay up on your hands or come down onto your right forearm. We're moving into twisted monkey lunge. Left toes are pointing slightly outward. Bend your right knee. Pull the heel to your right butt cheek. Reach your left arm way out, full breath in, and externally rotate through your left shoulder and reach your arm back for your right foot. Ooh, there we go. Take another full breath in, and on the exhalation, spin from the back right side of the body towards the left and pull the heel towards your bum. Slowly release. Take the left hand down, come back up onto both hands. And now pick up your right knee and turn to face the long side of your mat. Prasarita Padottanasana. Take a full breath in, nice long spine, and exhale, fold. Make your fist, and I'll pound the ground with your arms, your hands, your fist. Get all the anger out. Leave everything on the mat. Let it go. Keep pounding the mat. Let the frustration out. Ha, ha, ha. Ooh, this is quite freeing, very liberating, letting everything go. And I'll release and take it into a nice, easy sway from side to side. You can choose to grab a hold of your elbows and make the infinity symbol, or just sweep the arms, the hands, almost like paintbrushes, moving from side to side, flowing freely. Feeling a lightness in the body and in the mind and in the heart. Roll yourselves all the way back to the front of the mat. You're in a nice low lunge now. Everybody with me? Right foot in front by any chance? Yes? Good. Left hand down. Take a full breath in and exhale. Sweep the right arm all the way up for a twist. Really squeeze into the midline. Right hip is moving back. Hug the right knee in. Full breath in. And now exhale it all the way out. Plant your hand. Step it back. Downward facing dog. You know the drill. Shakti waves or take the flow. Once you've made it back into downward facing dog, come back to the top of your mat. Feet at hips distance. Keep the knees bent like you're skiing down a hill. Sweep the arms forward. And as you do, lower your booty all the way down to the ground. Pick the heels up if you're taking that form. And get ready for our Navasana with our Mushti Mudra. Off we go. Inhale up, exhale, twist. Three, two, one. Inhale up, hold it up, hold the breath in. And exhale, release. Going into our wildfang flow. Hands in place, big breath in, sweep it up. And exhale. Next time you come over to the left, hold it there. Push the hips up. Draw the head of the left arm bone back and feel the shoulder blade. Help lift the chest up a little bit more. Look back at your left thumb and now spin to the right. Right leg up for three-legged dog. Oh my gosh. And now step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. It's amazing. I know body parts like muscles, and I don't know my left from my right. Moving into Parivrita Ekapada Raja Kapotasana or twisted monkey lunge. Either stay up on palms or maybe forearm to a block, or bring the form all the way down. Walk your left knee back far enough so you're on that soft spot above the knee joint. Bend your knee, pull the heel towards the butt cheek and spread the toes wide. Reach your right arm out, full breath in, and on the exhalation, lean a little bit to the left as you reach your right arm back to catch a hold. If you aren't reaching your foot, that's okay. Just energetically reach for it. You will still reap the benefits of this asana. If you are able to grab, go ahead and pull the heel towards the bum. Take another full breath in and spin from the left side of the ribs towards the back, over to the right, and lean a little bit more. Draw the right shoulder blade back and down. Slowly, slowly release. Very carefully. Come all the way up and now spin around to face the long side of your mat, coming back into our wide-legged form. Come into the Mushti Mudra. Last time here, just really letting go everything. And please, I can't hear you, but let it all the way out. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Just pound the floor. All your anger, all your frustration, anything and everything that's pissing you off, really getting on your last nerve, whomever, whatever, let it all out. It ends here today. And now release it. And go ahead and take it into a nice, easy flow from side to side. Make your way all the way back to the front of your mat. Left foot's in front, right foot behind. Ground your right hand or stay up on fingertips. Take a full breath in, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen through the spine, and exhale, twist to your left. Left arm reaches up. Really hold everything into the midline. And now release and step it back. Last vinyasa here. Or your Shakti waves if you're really digging them. Come back into Adho Mukha. Shift forward into Palakasana, rest in knees, and come down onto the forearms and make your way all the way down onto your belly. Taking a form of Sphinx. You can come into the mudra here, and the arms at the elbows be slightly forward of your shoulders. Press the tops of your feet down, spread your toes, like really get clear with the baby toe, really spread the baby toe away from the big toe. Spin your inner thighs up, root your pelvis, gently push down into your forearms. Breathe into the mid upper back and curl your heart forward and up. Now gently drag the elbows to the back of your mat. Shoulders are down. Lift the back of the head through the drawing in and up of the chin. And you can stare down at the tip of your nose or the front of your mat. We can affirm that we're letting it go so we can flow. So you can repeat that to yourself if you like. I'm letting go so I can flow. I am letting go so I can flow. We can make it even more positive, more powerful. I have let go so I can flow. I have let go so I can flow. I have let go so I can flow. Slowly lower so you can allow yourself to sink into the shoulders. Tuck your toes under. Walk your feet a little bit wider. Really press your toes. Imagine all 5 can reach the ground. And if they can't, amazing. They're not, pretend they can, especially that baby toe. Take a full breath in. When you inhale, you are lifting the pelvis up with the breath and puffing it up towards the sky, coming into an 8-pointed plank. So push yourself up. Squeeze everything into the midline. You might feel a little bit of a shake here. That's okay. Just hold that 8-point plank. Squeeze the inner thighs in towards each other, the forearms, and then drag the elbows and the knees towards each other. One more breath and release completely all the way down. You may make a pillow with your hands and let your forehead rest. Let your body be completely soft. This is what it feels to be free of all of that aggression and anger. We can become more focused on what really is important. And just allow ourselves to live a full and abundant life. Slow your breath all the way down. And bringing some awareness back into the body. Walking the legs back to hips distance, hands by the ribs, tone your belly, legs, and glutes. Inhale, press yourself to the knees. And exhale, let's take a form of Vajrasana. So this is thunderbolt pose, and usually the toes are tucked under and you sit on the heels. I find it quite uncomfortable for me, so I prefer to have my toes untucked, and I like to sit on a block just because. So you can try it. Either way, we're going to be here for a couple of twists, so you might want to get comfortable, whichever form you choose. Before we move into our next asana, I would invite you to just take a moment just to feel into your body. And if you feel pulled to come into the mudra, go ahead and do so. You can close your eyes and just turn your gaze inward. You can open your eyes. If you held the mudra, the mudra you can release. Take a full breath in. Keep the arms up. And exhale, hands into the heart. Release your right hand to the side. Full breath in. And exhale off to one side. I didn't say it, but if this isn't comfortable, you can choose to sit cross legs. That's fine as well. Inhale to center and exhale, release. Go ahead and change sides. Big breath in, reach up. And exhale it over. Let's go again on each side, moving with your breath, always moving with the breath. The breath leads the way. Last time to the left side. And then inhale, reach both arms up, make your spine as absolutely long as you can. And now twist over to the right. Left hand on the outside of your right knee or thigh. Right hand can come to behind the left butt cheek. Full breath in, so the pelvis is really rooting down. Lift the ribs up away from the pelvis and twist. And you can turn your head over to the right just to feel a bit of a stretch in the neck. And then look. One more breath here. Moving from the head, slowly come all the way back up to center. And now exhale, switch sides. Make sure you're not moving through your pelvis, but just the ribs. So keep the sitting bones grounded. Hey, little mama. And now slowly unwind. Big breath in, sweep both arms up. And exhale, sweep the arms around behind you. Come into a fold. Allow the pressure of your, oops, sorry, sweetie, your thighs. Force the breath into the ribs, into the back of the body. Bring your arms around, plant your hands or come up onto fingertips. Pick the shoulders up. Let the head be the last. Slowly come up. And then go ahead and make your way onto your back. Turn around so I can keep my eye on the clock. Come into constructive rest. Yes, baby. Where are you? Okay, I don't want to lay down on you. Not you, let me. Please feel free to take your hands in whatever position feels really, really comforting and allows your prana to flow freely. My favorite is to come into like this diamond shape with my arms or take it into cactus. Go ahead and bring your feet back to hips distance. Draw the knees into the chest. You can hug them, wrap your arms around, pull them way in. And now where is she? Okay. Scoot your hips off to one side and lower your knees. Sorry, scoot your hips to the right, lower your knees to your left. You can keep your knees bent. Hands can come into cactus, or you can take your legs all the way out and straighten them. And just make sure that when you do, you may notice the right hip wants to hike up. So you want to keep a nice long spine. So the right hip needs to be moved away. So you can take the heel of your left hand at the hip crease. You'll feel the hip point right there and just push it away. And then see if you can hold yourself in that position or keep the hand there. If you choose to straighten your legs out, of course, you don't have to. You can also keep the knees tucked in. Jathara Parivartanasana. I think that's the Sanskrit name for this. On your next exhalation, tone the belly, bring the knees back up, readjust. You can take the toes down just to help you readjust. Shift the hips a bit over to your left. Lower your knees over to your right. Choose to keep your knees bent or stretch them out if you have the space. Keep a clear, long spine so left hip is moving away from the lower ribs. Next, exhale, tone the belly and bring your knees back to center. And then choose an asana, a symmetrical one to finish your practice today. I know a really popular one is Ananda Balasana, happy baby. So we can take that form. Just be mindful of the lower back pressing into the mat. You want the lower back in your happy baby. As you draw the knees down on either side of the torso, make sure that your shoulder blades and the head of the arm bones are back. Your spine is long. Breathe into the back of the body. And then slowly release. Preparing for Shavasana, extend both legs fully, 1 foot each corner of your mat. Arms slightly away from your body with your palms facing up. You come into the Mushti Mudra and just allow it to ground you and help you to remain centered and focused. A softer expression of it. Turn your attention inward and allow your body to relax and assimilate your practice for the next few minutes. Once again, becoming aware of your surroundings and becoming aware of your body on your mat. Very carefully and slowly begin to move your body, gently waking yourself up, moving your fingers or your toes, perhaps slowly turning your head from side to side. Gather your knees into your chest and give yourself a great big hug and squeeze. And then release your feet to the floor and make your way onto your side. And go ahead and come up and join me in a comfortable seated position. And bring your hands to your heart in Namaskar. Let's close our practice with 3 alms. Inhale. Om. Om. Thank you so much for sharing your energy with me this morning and trusting me to guide you through your practice today. Be free, be true, and always be you. Blessed be.